Kicks Country 92.9, number one for New Country. Good morning. It's 9:31. Time for our weekly installment of Ask the Lawyer with Bruce L. Scheiner. Maybe today's the day your question gets answered. If you've ever been curious about the law, well, I'll tell you how to submit a question for future consideration coming up here in just a moment. But first, I need your help. Put your hands together and let us welcome Bruce L. Scheiner, attorney for the injured. Good morning, Bruce.
Hey, good morning, Todd. How you doing this morning?
Just fine, thank you. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I just can't wait for summer to get here.
You're so funny. And always such a great ray of positivity when we speak to you. I'm glad that you're doing well. Got a question here that is super complicated. Not that all of ours don't have some level of complication. Are you ready to dive into it?
Yes, sir. I'm ready, Todd.
Of course, it seems complicated to a layperson like me. I'm sure this is something that you've dealt with before. Let's get right to it. Our email says, my daughter was in an unusual accident, and I hope your lawyer friend can give us some advice. My daughter was riding her motorcycle in Punta Gorda through an area of road construction where she was struck head-on by a car in a single lane that she was directed to enter. Although she wasn't going very fast, my daughter was thrown from her motorcycle and received a broken leg, several broken ribs, and will need surgery for a shoulder injury. The men directing traffic got their signals crossed and sent both drivers into that single lane. The driver of the car is claiming my daughter hit his vehicle. A witness was driving behind my daughter and confirmed the man directing traffic had sent her into that single lane. My daughter is severely injured, and she only had minimum insurance. The construction company foreman denies his men screwed up. Can the lawyer help us figure out what we should do? There's a lot of moving parts in that one. What do you make of that?
Well, this is a case where it's critical that the injured person contacts the lawyer immediately because they have to send their investigator out and get statements to corroborate the facts. If they can corroborate the facts, it appears that the construction foreman is certainly responsible, which would make the construction company responsible for not properly directing the traffic. So, as long as they have a witness that can corroborate the injured party's statement, they would be in good shape and be able to recover for all of their damages, including getting those tremendous medical bills paid, pain and suffering, loss of wages, and all of the other intangible damages.
Right. It would seem to me as a layperson that getting to that witness who was behind her in traffic and saw her get flagged to the single lane, it would seem getting to that person before their memory starts to fade, that happens, would be a really important factor.
Absolutely. It'd be very important, and that's why it's important to immediately contact an established personal injury lawyer that has a experienced investigator on his staff so that they could go out and get that witness statement.
I ask this question almost every time, and I ask it mostly rhetorically, and that is, here you've got a construction company. They, in all likelihood, have substantial insurance for just this kind of thing. Why fight it? But then again, they always do.
That's true, Todd. I've never been on the other side, so I don't understand that philosophy.
I got you. All right, I think it's human nature to some extent. We don't like to admit when we make mistakes. I think that has at least something to do with it. But really the important thing here is get somebody who is a professional and deals with this every day on your side and do it quickly.
I agree 100%.
All right. Once again, Bruce to the rescue with some real wisdom on this situation. I thank you so much for weighing in today. Look forward to talking to you again next week, of course.
My pleasure, Todd. Speak to you next week.
Okay, take care. Bye-bye.
Okay, thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bruce L. Scheiner, attorney for the injured, with what I hope is a sigh of relief for somebody here. A couple of somebody's got dad and daughter in particular. And if you would like to submit a question for future consideration, you can do that through our website. Just go there and put the keyword Bruce in the search box. Now, if you're in a situation like this, I would certainly recommend that you contact the Port Charlotte office of Associates and Bruce L. Scheiner. And like you heard Bruce say, time is of the essence here, so do it quickly. The number, 941-743-7777, 941-743-7777. And tell them that Todd Matthews sent you from Kicks Country 92.9. Are you